Let's take a look at today's success board. Merrill Lynch, Radio Shack, Linens and Things, Freddie Mac, famous names that today, in many cases, cease to exist. And if their brand names continue, they no longer exist in the corporate entity that they were. What was the underlying cause for why Merrill Lynch, AIG, Bear Stearns, etc., Linens and Things have failed to succeed? The reason is they focused all of their energy on a problem set that was already known and understood. They stopped creating value. If you take a look at a Merrill Lynch, if you take a look at a Bear Stearns, they looked at profits as a number at the bottom of a financial spreadsheet that was supposed to be manipulated. They failed to ask the question, are we really solving problems that people would be willing to pay more for? The failure to solve that problem led to significant, what we call bad profits. You are earning bad profits when the revenues that you get come from problems that customers already know and understand. Good profits come when you're solving problems that customers don't understand. Commodity profits are bad profits. Value creative profits are good profits. Now, please don't misunderstand me. We all have a commodity component to our business. As a matter of fact, the more you're able to address the blue problem set, problems that people don't know about, what you're going to find is that your commodity sales will increase. And that's good. Bad profits are okay so long as you understand that they're not permanent. And the most effective strategy that you can take with your bad profits is to ensure you're investing them in the actions and activities where you create value. Investing in the areas where you solve problems that customers don't already understand about. When significant revenue and profits are coming from commodity sales, the challenge is the moment the market moves against you, your revenue base disappears. The revenue base that came from the problem sets where you were solving problems that people didn't understand, you're going to find that revenue, that margin sustained even in good markets. The companies that grow in bad markets are the ones that are solving problems that are not fully understood. So that's our first takeaway from today. You have to solve problems that aren't fully understood by the market. We call that demand creation. And I need to disclaim at this point in time that following the path of demand creation is a path that will not necessarily make your life easier. In many cases, it will make your business life tougher. It is tougher to create demand than it is to fulfill it. However, the only viable strategy to survive and thrive through a bad market, and in my opinion a good market as well, is to create demand. Here's the next point. You have to decide, are you going to be a value creative company or are you going to be a commodity company? Once again, please understand, if you're the best at solving problems that people already know about, you can survive as a commodity-based company. To survive as a commodity-based company, however, you have to have volume. The success formula of a best commodity-based company is volume. And typically in any market, one company can survive, one company can thrive in a volume market. Think Walmart. Think Dell. Dell's actually a great case study as a best commodity company. For years, as they stayed focused on the commodity and that commodity mattered, Dell was extraordinarily successful relative to their competition. The danger, because they were so commodity focused, was they missed the market move, and as a result, they fell behind significantly, and they're still working to catch up. I'm familiar with most of the companies that are on this call, and the vast majority, if not all of us on this call, are not going to survive from a pure volume component alone. We have to survive on a margin basis. We need to earn margin premiums relative to our competition. Now, there's a variety of ways in different industries how you can calculate margin premium. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're getting a higher gross margin in every case, so the vast majority of times it does mean that. To survive here, you have to create value. And to create value, you have to create demand. Once again, you have to be the best. You have to be the best at solving a certain set of problems. Now, on this best value creative side of our Death Valley analogy here, several competitors can exist because you're all solving different types of problems for different types of customers. Simply put, a commodity company is going to define itself by its product. It's going to be the best at providing a particular product, typically at a lowest price. A value creative company defines its market by its customers. It defines what it does by its customers and by the results that its customers get from working with them. They take, to use this word again, a maniacal focus on understanding their customers. Now, here's the danger. 98% of the companies that we look at, both in small, mid, and large market spaces, fall into the Me Too category. They are neither the best at value creation, nor are they the best at commodity. They try to play a little bit of both games. And as a result, they become Me Too companies. We define this Me Too space as Death Valley. The only opportunity that you have to succeed in Death Valley is when markets are growing at accelerating rates. When markets grow fast, you can survive in Death Valley, but the reality is when you take a look at the underlying components of what's going on, you're going to see significant margin erosion, some significant demand erosion, and when a market turns against you, your survival will be at stake. You see, it's a simple question of deciding, do you want to play a demand fulfillment game, or do you want to play a demand creation game? Demand fulfillment, as I discussed earlier, is finding a need that exists and filling it. Now, the good news about demand fulfillment is there's a degree of safety in demand fulfillment. You know the need exists because there's a market for it. People are already buying it. The challenge is that tends to be a very crowded space, and succeeding there can be extraordinarily difficult. As a matter of fact, not that it can be, it is extraordinarily difficult. Demand creation focuses on creating the need. You're in essence in the business of creating new markets. And because you're the one that creates the need, you're in the best position to fill it. Oftentimes you'll hear demand creation philosophies called Blue Oceans, which is based upon the best-selling book Blue Ocean. Today, to succeed as a best value creative company, you must create demand. If you don't want to take the steps that I'm going to talk about for the rest of this program to create demand, then by definition, the game that you have to play is demand fulfillment. And remember, to succeed at demand fulfillment, it means volume, it means biggest, it means one. One can succeed. And you have to run faster than your second fastest competition. To do anything other than play an exclusive game puts you in the middle of Death Valley. So, we want higher margins. We want to be able to grow through good markets and bad markets. We want to create demand. How do you create demand?